Everybody, and we're wearing red.
Yep, there we go. I have to try something. I talked to my daughter yesterday who's in Taiwan, and she taught me this. Xinnian, Kuai, Le.
Yeah, yeah, it means Happy New Year because we say Gong Hei Fa Choi, but Gong Hei Fa Choi literally does not mean Happy New Year. Gong Hei Fa Choi literally means congratulations, you have a lot of money. That's what it really means.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's funny.
I have upgraded my Zoom into, you know, the premium or the pro. So I have kind of like more choices. So in a way, you know, it's kind of new to me as well. So we'll see what's the difference today. But then,
good morning.
Good morning.
Somebody
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Joan. Marti Hawkins here.
Oh wow! Look at all the cool outfit everybody has.
Marti, hi, it's Carol in Mobile.
Carol, hey.
Hi, everybody. Oh my God, everybody is like really festive.
Yeah, great to see you, Carol.
Good to see you. I got your note.
Yeah.
In your dues, and I've been planning to send you an email, and I just haven't done
it. Life gets complicated, doesn't it?
Well, in spite of a pandemic, yes, I have been.
See here. Whoops, lost everything here.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just wait maybe like a minute or so because oh, everybody's wearing red. Hi, Norene.
Hi. Well, mine's sort of a burgundy.
Oh yes, yeah. I know, you know, like bright red. You know, like it's kind of like, you know, certain colors you may think that people have it, but then certain people don't, because at one point, you know, like sometimes people will say, you know, like, why don't you wear purple? Why don't you wear green? But you know, some people may not have green or purple in their wardrobe. You know, it's just the way it is, or it may be, you know, like just. I have to say, you probably won't see a lot of green in my wardrobe. Maybe I like red. I don't feel like green.
You look good in red, so wear it.
Thank you. But you know, it's a lucky color. So whether it's true or not, I don't know. But we'll continue to wear this until such time that people ask us to stop. All right. First of all, Judy can say that again. 新年快乐, right? Or 恭喜发财, Happy New Year. So thank you for everybody for coming. I will be checking back and forth, you know, if we have more people joining and things like that. But then, you know, as you can see, you know, like this is the Chinese New Year, and I have kind of decorated my background with all this Chinese things. So in case if we don't have enough things to talk about, we can talk about what's behind me. Right? But then usually I do it as a like a Q&A, and but then today I think that, you know, it's kind of fun to just maybe just do some sharing and things like that. And I request everybody to wear something of red, but then you don't have to, it's optional, but you know, seems like everybody finds something that is red in their house. And pink and burgundy counts too, by the way. And then what I also want to share with you is that in the during the new year, because in a way we also call it the Spring Festival, and China used to be an agricultural country, and because of that, farming is very important. And because of that, the lunar calendar is actually based on you know, like it's kind of like the Emaya is for farming. You know, the calendar is really based on the rise and fall of the moon and the sun and the change of the season, because it really affects farming. And because of that, you know, Spring Festival is a time, of course, to welcome the returning of spring, you know, finish up with winter. And then after spring, then we have to work on, you know, plowing the soil and then, you know, farming for the new season and things like that. And then Chinese New Year is celebrated not for one day, not for 2 days, not even for a week, it's for like 15 days, all right? for yesterday was the first of the year, and if you count 15 days, the 15th of the first month is what we call the Chinese Valentine's Day. Because what happened is in the 15th of the month, and by the way, according to the lunar calendar, the 15th of every month is when the moon is the roundest, because it's just how the cycle is calculated. So on the 15th of January, we'll have a full moon that night, and meaning that with a full moon, the street will be very bright because of the moonlight. And then people would have something we call a Lantern Festival. And you can Google and find all the information about it. But then during the Lantern Festival, in the olden times, which is kind of like true to a lot of culture, the guys can walk around all the time, but the girls and the lady don't really leave the house. You know, they are kind of like hidden behind all those closed doors. But then on the 15th of the first year of the first month, because of the Lantern Festival, is so festive that the ladies will actually come out of the house, and of course they will be dressing up with all this, you know, really beautiful hairpin, you know, embroidery, and then they will walk around, and then maybe they will see someone that they will fall in love with, or the guys will be looking to see like where are the, I mean, kind of like you never see the girls because they are behind doors, but then on the 15th of the month they can see them. So in a way, it's kind of like a nice time for people to meet up. And therefore, you know, like going forward, the Lantern Festival is also known as kind of like the Valentine's, because, you know, like you may bump into your future wife or your future husband, you know, when you were, you know, like quote unquote, you were just actually walking around minding the lantern, you know. Right? So that's, and then we celebrated, you know, like from the 1st through the 15th, and there are different things. And, you know, today is the second day. Traditionally, the first day, usually we don't have a big feast. Usually we eat vegetarian food on the first day. So the second day, which is today, we will have like fish and meat and, you know, a lot of really cool things today. So today is actually where all the family from afar would gather and have a big feast. So enough about that. I think what we like to do is, okay, let me see, I have more people coming in. All right. What I ask is for everybody to, you know, if they want to share, they can bring a painting to share. So do I have people that want to volunteer? Oh, okay. So yeah, everybody raise their hand. Yay. I have Judith raise her hand first. So Judith, would you want to start? And then I'll go to Norene and then William, and then maybe, you know, like we'll after this we'll, oh, okay. Yeah. If you like, you guys can change. If you have gallery wheel, you can change to speaker wheel. So when Judy is talking, you can have a bigger screen. All right. So let's try that. So I will stop talking so Judy can talk.
What am I supposed to say? Happy New Year, everyone.
Oh my God, it's really beautiful. I mean,
That is pretty.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Love
It's
it.
good to see everybody.
It is.
oh,
Joan, I can't hear you.
I mean, I try to avoid it because then it'll be on my face instead of her work. But then, you know, like you can see Judith, let me maybe pin it. Let me see. Okay. But anyway, you can see it's a vase of peony, and then it looks beautiful. If you guys can see it, it's really beautiful. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm sure that, you know, like our fellow student, I mean, if you want to say something, because then the screen will get off my face and go to someone else.
No, I'll just say that because I painted it for you for this day,
Ah,
I mounted it right on this piece of red paper.
I was going to ask about that.
I've never done that before.
Nice.
Okay, so I think my turn is up.
What did you
Right?
use? What did you use for mounting it?
I usually wet mount. I think
Okay.
that's the way to bring out the beauty of the painting. This time I dry mounted it because I just did it. But secondly, because I didn't know how it would interact with the paper if I went mounted everything. So there you go.
Were you happy with it?
It's
With the
yeah, it's
process?
good enough.
I
Yeah.
know.
Beautiful.
Anyway, it's just good to
Painting's
be
gorgeous.
with you
Yeah.
all. Thank you.
We can't hear you, Joan. I can't hear you.
Noreen, are you ready to share your artwork?
I don't know how, my lighting's not good, but.
Oh.
And it's not mounted yet. But
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an ox.
it's an ox, yeah, I've been wanting to do an ox for many years and I finally got around to it, sorry. And this is one of my better attempts.
Good looking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, but I wonder, this is, I might as well get an opinion. This part bothers me a little bit. I feel like it needs to be, maybe be filled in a little bit with a backwash or something, just.
I like it.
you
Yeah.
like-
It's light
Yeah.
reflecting off the water on his back.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. So, you may see this in the show because I haven't been able to paint much lately. It's just not, I haven't gotten the urge. And
I have to say that, you know, like for entering shows, you have to go with your gut. Sometimes you finish a painting, you kind of feel that that painting would go into a show. And if you have that gut feeling, go for it.
Mm.
Yeah, don't let other people influence you. I mean, if you feel that that painting should go into a show, put it in. Yeah, I mean, it's only the judge who's deciding. I mean, no one else, but the judge. So you know, you and the judge. So if you feel that the painting should go in, I would say go for it. And let's go to Bill. I think Bill also bought something.
Hey,
Bill, are you ready?
let's see, get this up to where, there you go. I'm trying to put a bird in my paintings these days.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Hmm.
Okay,
so Bill, did you paint that for today specifically?
yeah, I painted it yesterday for today.
You're good.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, well, thank you for your attention. Somebody else.
I used to do a lot of birds until Professor Jew decided to show me how to paint birds. Can't do them ever since. It was just too much of this and this and this and this, and I got lost.
You have to find your own style and accept it.
Yeah.
I'm at the
Yeah.
opposite end of the spectrum. I feel like you get a bird, you get a beak and an eye, and everything else is racing stripes.
Good way to look at it.
Unmute, Joan.
I can hear you, Jen.
Do I have other artists that have bought something to share? Okay, Debbie, Carol,
Yep.
and then Marti. So Debbie, go first.
Okay. Okay, I took kind of a different approach. I've been really doing a lot with the poured paintings. And this one is called The Face of Frigit because it's been so snowy and so cold. So when I poured it, it looked like a face kind of emerged and I let it go like that. So, and it's on
Yeah.
Shikishi board. So that's here, let's hold it back a little bit. That's The Face of Frigit.
That's gorgeous. Yeah.
What
Absolutely.
colors did you use?
I really love it.
I would
What's
say
that?
put it in a show. It's really good.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, when you start
Definitely.
doing these boards and you start pouring, I'm up into like the number 30 painting because I just keep pouring. But I love the way that the white ink just adds to
Mm.
things. So yeah, I have to be picky and choosy about what I frame and what I enter
Yeah.
because it could get really overwhelming. But so much fun, so much fun. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yeah. Okay, and then we have Carol.
All right, here's my ox, my New Year card.
Nice.
Very nice.
Some of you may be getting one of these in the mail. I haven't
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
getting them,
put me on the list.
well, you might be.
Oh,
You might be on my list. But anyway, I painted this last week, I think, and I don't know. I think Norene and I may have looked at some of the same oxes online because I kind of looked at some on Google and you know, just put some things together and added a little of my own. But anyway, I have one more little one I just did today. Here's my, and it's not mounted. This is my little spring for the spring festival. And Joan, you see my calligraphy here? I took a class, an online class with a girl in California. And last week we painted Plum and she taught us the calligraphy for blessing. And so I've been practicing it this week. It's fun to write. I like it. So my red, I had some red ink that I haven't used before and I wanted to try it. My red doesn't look real good with my pink plum, but anyway, that's the idea. So anyway.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it.
That is mine. Oh, Joan, let me ask you, the symbol, I see your foo symbol there. Yes. What is that other one? The one that's beside it?
Spring.
What?
This is spring.
Spring.
The spring,
yeah.
summer, autumn, winter, spring.
Yes. Okay, I recognize it now. It's a little different. One of my Japanese friends has been teaching me some calligraphy. I've been taking calligraphy online with her, and the Japanese spring is a little bit different, but I see it now. So, okay, I'll hush now.
And then we have Marti.
I don't know if this will show because it's vertical, but this is a snowy pine in Maine, in Maryland with our snow. And it's just a lot of pine branches.
Pull it towards you a little bit. We can see more of it. That's it. Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
It's 36 by 12, so it's hard to show on a video,
Yeah.
kind of thing in terms of the size, but
I love how fluid it is.
Mm,
thank
very
you.
nice.
That is very nice.
Mm.
Do I have, oh, okay, I have Judy. So so why don't we go to Judy and see what she's going to show us? Can't wait. Judy, say something so you can get, you know, like maybe like get bigger.
It's an old tree and the branches and stems are all tangled together.
Hold it up.
And it's got a vine and a few little leaves
Ooh.
and some really cool roots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what else I want to do. I shouldn't have cut the paper, but too late.
Nice.
But I love old trees.
Mm-hmm.
Could you hold it a little higher?
Sure.
Thank you. Ah,
How's that?
beautiful. Thank
Oh,
you.
Now we can see the whole thing. Oh, that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. I just kept making more and more trees. It just kind of grew.
Let me see. Kathleen, do you have anything to share? I mean, like it's not obligated. If you don't, it's fine. And let me see. Am I missing anybody? So I think one more. Well, I think I have Ming Chu coming in, so she might be joining us as well. All right, but I think everybody has been busy, and of course, you know, in a pandemic when we are limiting our travel, we basically are painting what's in the house, and what is outside, I mean, like from the window, right? So we're doing a lot of trees, a lot of flowers, and also things for memories. I mean, like this is the one I'm going to share with you. This is kind of unusual because I usually do spontaneous painting. This one is actually a fine line painting, and see if you can see it close, or maybe I can figure it out. And this is on rice
Wow.
paper, but then what I did is I actually, add sizing to it, so it become size rice paper, and then they are outlined, and then like with gradation of red and white to make the pink peonies, and also the same thing for the leaves with ink and stone green, and also different shade of green to make the green. And what I did is it's actually not on gold paper. What I did is after I painted it, I kind of think that it might look good in gold, so I actually painted the gold onto the paper to make it look like that. So it's not actually on gold paper, it's actually on white, like a rice paper. But then I think it's kind of unusual because you probably see a lot of my spontaneous painting. So I decided maybe I'll do something different. And besides, peony is the kind of like the sign for good luck. So it will be something fun to look at. So
Very
Joan,
nice.
Joan, are you going to do a class for peony? I have tried to paint peony and I have not been successful, and I need some instruction.
okay. Yeah, I would like to actually, like survey people on what to add to classes, because there are classes that I thought, maybe it's fun to do, but then after I publish it, I have like very few sign up, so maybe people are not really looking for it. So when they see, they are not interested. But then like there are artists who specialize in painting peonies. So there are multiple ways of doing it. Like this is the refined way. And I think most of you have my book. As a matter of fact, in the beginning chapters, when I talk about different style of painting, I actually use peonies as a sample of different ways to paint peonies in the spontaneous style, the ink only, the meticulous style, and things like that. So yes, I'll probably create a class on painting peonies, and you're probably looking for the spontaneous style, right? Because
Yeah.
the one that Judith showed is another style. And the one that I do is with opaque white, which is another style. So there are still multiple ways. It's art. It's not which one is better. It's just like which way do you think would represent the flower that you want to do better. Then you pick that particular style. But yes, I will do that. Yeah. Let me see. I think I have Ming Chu in the group, but then somehow I don't see her. Okay, maybe I keep losing her because I have meted her like a few times, but then I don't see her on screen. So maybe she has a connection issue. Let's see. How much time do I have left? Okay. Yes, Kathleen.
Joan. Oh, I just did a small ox.
It's so
he's
cute.
cute.
Who knew an ox could be cute?
Well,
Put it on the screen again.
practiced all week.
We want to see it
Personality.
again.
Hold it up again, please.
Oh,
There's
there.
a personality in it that,
Adorable. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
It's really cute. Yeah.
yes.
What's it on?
It's actually it's not shikishi board. It's a magnet. It's really poor paper. And then I did paint gold over it. And anyway, it's really inexpensive, but it's got it's a magnet, so you could stick it to your refrigerator or whatever, but believe me, they were very inexpensive.
So you put
So I
paper
was
on
just
top
trying
of
to
the
play with
magnet?
it.
You put paper on top of the magnet and then painted that gold?
No, they came that way. It's, I don't really like to shop at Hobby Lobby, but I happened to be in there and I saw these little magnet things for on sale a couple weeks ago. So I thought, oh, I'll try them. So they're just like 3 by 3 and they have square, they have round, they had hearts. That's why I bought a heart. Actually, here's the round magnet I did. So, I mean, they were like $3 maybe for 4 or 5 magnets. So I just thought I'd play with them. No, they had paper on them, but I painted over them with gold. So it, you know, kind of looked like a shikishi board.
Yeah, nice.
But I don't know where my heart is, but anyway, so
Sorry, guys.
my internet kind of keeps going in and out too, but anyway, that's it. If I find the heart, I don't know where it is. Oh, well. That's all. I was trying to practice roses and, you know, everything's just kind of practice.
I tried
So,
to do circular paintings with Chinese brush, and I find them very difficult. You handled it very nicely.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, this actually, I think was, it's gold gesso that I watered down and then painted over, or, you know, use that over the paper, but they're, you know, pretty inexpensive, like I said.
Yeah, we always find new
my
materials to work on. Even you know, technically they're all sumi on rice paper, but then we always discover new material to work on. And anyone else have anything to show? Because we are in the time of sharing, so I'll share with you what I paint to celebrate the new year. I have my album leaf, and you know, most people have like small one. I have a really big one. And it's actually half finished because on this side, I have decided to do, you know, various landscape. I'm not sure you can see it, but various landscape on this side. This side is completely finished. So last year I started working on this side, and I decided to do flower painting. And I did this one actually last year for the new year, and this is
lovely.
for
Wow.
the new year. And
That's it.
yeah, it's like the daffodil and also the peonies, and I added kind of like 2 little lucky charm with a red packet, so to celebrate the new year. And initially I thought I'll finish the book last year, but then because of the lockdown and all the stress, I actually was doing everything else but going back to my album. So I waited a year and then I do the next page. I didn't touch it for the all of last year. And this is what I paint for this year.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I already painted peony, so I paint, this is the Amarias, and I painted 2 different ones. And Amarias, because of the color red, and also it was the flower always bloom on top of the plant. So it symbolized, for example, career promotion, academic achievement, and things like that. So I painted it to kind of celebrate the new year. So this is my kind of like album. And when I paint more, I'll probably share with you. But then as of now, on the flowers, I only have 2. And on the landscapes, I have the whole side. So it might take me a while to finish it. I initially thought I would finish it. You know, I finished the landscape one, so I finished the flower last year, but it took me a whole year and didn't get back to it. So I'm sure you have projects like that too, that that you started, but
All
then
kinds of
you have to
projects.
finish.
I have albums like that I haven't painted the first
Thousands.
because I'm afraid I'll mess it up.
I'm the same
Yeah.
way, Noreen. I have a little one, a little book. It's just this little small one. Where am I?
You're there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
see
we
you.
see you.
Okay, anyway, I as you can see, it is empty. Because I'm
I was about to see,
I know
let's
what
see
it
what
is.
you have
afraid to
inside.
mess it up. So you've inspired me, Joan. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna paint something in there.
And I thought you were going to tell me start small and get confidence.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to leave. I just want to say Happy New Year, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Actually, I have to leave too, but thank
Okay.
you so much. Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
thank you. I mean,
Bye-bye.
have a happy new year. Yeah. And if you have questions for me, because of the
Thank
workshop and things like that, we will continue with the Q&A next time. I know that I already have like 2 questions that I would answer, and I will, put in next month Zoom chat. And I think one is, about loading the brush, how much water should I have on the brush? So I will talk about that. And I think I have a question on mounting. So I will, see if I can cover it, all of it. If not, then we can just cover it in upcoming ones. I do know that my half hour is coming up. So before I end, all of you, like happy year of the ox. I think it's a kind of fun thing, instead of going too technical into, just learning and Q&A, like occasionally we just share our work. And I know that some of you purposely painted something for today, which is kind of a motivator, because before you know it, we chat last month, and before you know it, 4 weeks has passed and we are here. And then you'll be like, well, what have I done, right? So by committing to something like that, it kind of make us, get motivated and create something, which I think could be cool as well. Unlike some other time, this time, because I use Zoom to record, so I probably can capture some of the speakers. So if you do not want to be, because that I eventually, post it on YouTube. If you do not want to be on screen, email me, and I will edit you out, because I want to make sure that I respect your privacy. Or maybe you don't want your face, but you don't mind your artwork, things like that. If you have any stipulation, let me know. So I want to respect that. All right. Or if you want yourself to be completely edited out, let me know as well. So without further ado, I'll probably end the Zoom chat soon, unless you want to continue the discussion. I do have lots of questions about how to improve the workshop, how to market the workshop. Oh, Kathlyn, find the heart shape. Let's see it. Say something so you can be on screen.
Oh, well, this was the first one I did. This is actually acrylic, red acrylic, and then I just threw some white on it. And again, it's one of those magnet things, magnet on the back. And here I found this package. They're called magnetic canvas circles or squares, and they were $4.99, but half price at Hobby Lobby. So it was $2.50 for 4 of these. So anyway, so I just bought small too, to just play and practice. So that's for Valentine's Day. All right, that's all.
So
Thank
should
you.
we be expecting cards from Carol and magnets from you?
It could.
I do like that magnet idea. I'm a magnet person. When I travel, I always buy a 2 or 3 sometimes of refrigerator magnets to help remind me of where I've been. And so I like that idea. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and see if I can get some for it'd make a nice gift, a nice little inexpensive gift for someone.
It would.
Right. Well, when they have their Master's Touch stuff on sale, it's when you get them for 50% off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That
you
is
know,
good. I
they're
haven't been
not
shopping
exact-
for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even left the
they're
house for
not
a while.
quality, but they work.
Okay, everybody, you know, thank you for joining. And
It's not a very,
before we leave, let me, you know, like wish everybody a very happy New Year. This is my little line dance for the Chinese New Year. And I also have a little golden cow. So you, maybe in the future, you will see a lot of my artwork with the pose like this, because that is my model. But I have a little golden cow. So have a very happy Year of the Ox. Thank you for joining. I will be editing the video. And as I say, if you have any problem being on screen, you know, email me, let me know, I'll edit you out. Anybody have anything else to say? If not, we'll just, you know, like say you know, like Happy New Year to everybody, and have a good Year of the Ox. And thank you for joining.